Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. Hello to everybody in between and outside. It's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. It is Sunday. I am back alive again. I am so glad to be back with all of you today. I had a great time at the retreat, but I'm back and I'm excited to hang out with all of you today. We've got lots of people in the chat today. I see Shelby's there, Donna's there. I forgot to increase the size of the text, so it's a little small for me today. I'm like squinting, trying to look at it. Donna's here, Jonathan's here, let's see who else. Melody is here. Donna, did I say Donna? I don't know. Miss Brown is here. So good to have all of y'all here. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you didn't miss me too much last weekend. I missed all of y'all, like I said. But yeah. Hey Josh, good to see you. Josh is in the chat. Hey, Bobby's here as well. Denise is here. Hi Denise, good to see all of you. Yeah, so I'm back. Today we're gonna have a lot of fun and hold on. Hold on, everyone. I'm getting word that we have some breaking news. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Ian of Action, so Off Kilter Action News. I can't even remember. I'm so excited. I can't even remember the name of my own fake news company. And joining me, we have Leo. Hey, Leo, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, excellent. We have some breaking news today, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I am so excited to talk about this. This has been a secret, a very not well kept secret for a little while here on my channel. But I am so excited that we finally get to talk about it. And we finally get to talk about the sewing retreat that we are going to be hosting in where, Leo?
Disney World.
One of my favorite places on earth and a place that you have never been. We are going to Disney World. I feel like we have won sports ball and we're going to Disney World. So we're excited because we are going to be hosting a retreat at Disney World in March of 2027. Both Leo and I will be there, and we are both going to be teaching some classes. Why don't we go ahead and kick things off with what you will be teaching at the retreat, Leo?
Actually, I am going to be teaching two classes. One is a half-day class. It is the beginning portraiture class. So anyone that is interested into jumping into art quilting, now is the time. The second class that I will be teaching will be a step up from the beginner's class. And it's going to be a layered technique, which is basically a cutaway process, exposing all of the fabrics and details underneath.
And
So
I have
those are the two that I'm going to be teaching.
Yeah, yeah, and I have done that. That's how my Lady Gaga portrait was done, because actually both Leo and I worked on a Lady Gaga portrait together. So I kind of jumped in. I went over the beginner's class, didn't even do the beginner's class, and jumped straight into the intermediate class. So Leo's going to be teaching both of those workshops at this retreat. So you get a 2-for-1 deal basically with it. And then I will be working on teaching how to make quilted postcards and also working on a zippered bag. I haven't made up my mind on the zippered bag and all the things. We have a little bit of time for me to figure that out. But I'm going to be teaching those at the retreat. And not only do you get to enjoy the perks of hanging out with two cool dudes like us, you will also included in your fee is a park ticket. So you will get a Disney park ticket of your choice for after 4 p.m. because we're going to spend a majority of the day working on stuff. But then Leo and I are going to go sneak off to the parks 2 of the afternoons. So you have the opportunity to join us either in one park, or if you want to upgrade and buy another ticket, you can join us in both of the parks. So, but you do get a choice of your ticket included in that package. So there's a lot of amazing information. You can head over to my website, offkiltercrafterinc.com/Orlando. It's going to be happening in March. And I also have this QR code. I forgot about this. I have this QR code that I'm going to hold up, and if you have a mobile device and want to scan that QR code, you can use that QR code to go over to the flyer that's also on my website. So you can either go to my website or you can scan the QR or both. Either way, it don't matter. Do your thing, girl. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, but you can check out all the information on the website or on the flyer. Get more information. There's also something super exciting because not only will you get to hang out with us, you get that ticket included. They are including breakfast, they're including lunches. We'll have a welcome dinner, and we're right across the street from Disney Springs. So, Leo, I can take you over to one of my favorite places in Disney Springs, which is Gideon's. If you've never had a Gideon's cookie, it is the most delicious, scrumptious cookie you will ever have in your life. So we'll have to run over there and check everything out. We might just like, bye everyone. We'll be back in like an hour. We're gonna go get cookies. No, no, really, we won't do that. But it might happen. I don't know. You never know with us. It's gonna be a great time. Uh, they're also gonna get something very important for your portraiture and classes. Leo, what are they getting?
Actually, they are going to get a pair of Kai scissors,
Which I
which
haven't.
is my main tool that I use when I create portraits.
Which is this one right here, if I remember correctly.
This will be given to you to keep after class. Kai is kind enough to give us all of the scissors for this.
Yep.
And the other reason why this is so special, and Ian hasn't exactly told y'all, but I have never been to Disney World. It's on my bucket list. So I am getting to do two things for one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're going to see me bouncing all over the place while we're there because I'm going to take in as much as I can, in addition
Absolutely.
to teaching you all something really unique and special.
Yep, we're gonna be running amok in Disney, and I also have to tell y'all. So you're getting the scissors, but you're also everybody's getting a. It's not gonna be the Tula one, but everybody's going to also get a Aliso M3 Pro. So everyone's going to leave with their own iron, which not only will help you with Leo's classes, it'll also help you with my classes. So we're both going to have these irons for our classes, and you get to take it home with you. So still working out the details on that, but I am excited that everybody gets to go home with one of those, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. I do have to jump in the chat really quick because Deborah says, "Yay, another event I'm gonna have to find funds for." Thanks, Ian and Leo. I'm pretty sure she meant that sarcastically.
But either way, she's welcome.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So lots of goodies, lots of fun things. We're still working out details because we're, what, 11, no, a little less than 11 months out, but close to 11. So it's going to be an amazing time. I'm so excited to teach with one of my best friends at Disney, one of my favorite places on earth. We're going to be running amok in the parks. Leo, you're going to need to start figuring out what your must hits are at the parks that we're going to, and we'll have to figure. Do you ride roller coasters? I don't remember. More or
A little
less.
bit.
Okay. All right. We'll have to see if we can't get you on some of them. I don't know. Deborah says, "No, that wasn't sarcastic. I'm excited." Well, I'm glad that you're excited. I'm excited too. It's going to be a blast. What is the link to the flyer? I'll put it back up so that way you can use the QR code. It's also on my website. So if you go over to my website, offkiltercrafterian.com/Orlando, this will be on the website for you to check out as well. So the flyer is here. And then over on my website also has like FAQs and other things on there that you can check out. So lots of goodies, lots of fun stuff. Check out the website, use the QR code, scan the flyer. And I already know that we have one person signed up. I know one person has already signed up. I may have spilled the beans to a very close friend, and they are already signed up for it. So spots are limited. If you are interested in coming along with us, you got a little bit of time, but I don't know how quickly this is going to sell out. It could sell out tomorrow. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Another thing is make sure that you book this through RGE
Oh,
Travel,
thank you. Yes.
who is actually hosting this for us. And you need to go through them in order to book this.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely make sure that you do that. Ian, do you want to tell them a little bit about, because I'm still wrapping my head around it, about all of the flowers and stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we're actually going. I'm so glad that you mentioned both of those things. So yes, you must book this through RGE. You can't just like book the Hilton on your own and then expect to get into. You can't do it that way. You have to book it through RGE. They have to count you in their numbers. You wouldn't get the discounts and all that kind of stuff if you don't book it through RGE. Uh, the Flower and Garden Festival is going to be happening at Epcot. So one of the days, Leo and I are going to go to Epcot. We're going to be going to the Flower and Garden Festival during that evening. So we'll be working it up during the day in Leo's portraiture class, and then we're going to rush out to the park in the afternoon and check out all the things that Flower and Garden Festival has. They have specialty foods for that festival. They have specialty merchandise for that festival. They have all sorts of beautiful topiaries, and I've never been to Flower and Garden. I've been to I've done the Christmas festival, and I think I was there during another festival back in 2018. I think there was a festival going on. I can't remember which one it was, but I went to it apparently. Oh, it's Food and Wine. I think it was. Was it Food and Wine? I'm pretty sure it was Food and Wine. So I've been to Food and Wine, and I've been to the Christmas. So now I get to add Flower and Garden to the list. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Always late says, let me guess, Becca. Becca unfortunately is not going to be going to this one. She's got a lot on her plate. Things could change. She may surprise us. Like, I may see a booking on the list that suddenly says Becca and be like, oh, she's coming. Who knew? But it's at this moment, it's just going to be me and Leo. There may be more surprises as we continue to work on getting all of this set up. I'm working with a quilt shop to maybe do like a pop-up shop at the event. We're working on that. We're seeing if we can make that happen. But yeah. Oh, I forgot. Also, Leo, you don't have to bring your sewing machine. Sewing machines will be
There you go.
provided. Yep, totally forgot about that fact. Sewing machines will be provided for you. So that way you don't have to bring your own. If you're flying, I know how much of a hassle that can be. If you're driving, it can get a little dicey on the road. So you could leave your sewing machine at home and just come enjoy sewing with, they're going to have techs on site. So if anything goes wrong with your sewing machine, they're going to have somebody there to fix it for you. So is there a payment plan, says Catherine? Yes, you can make payment plans with RGE Travels. Once you do have to put down a deposit, but once you put the deposit down, you will have a way to do payment plans. It's the same way with Alaska. It's the same way with Australia. They require a full payment by 120 days out, but you can figure out how to make that. You can figure out how to set that payment plan up with them. So. Good question, Deborah. Is Zaza going? I don't know. I don't know if Zaza's going. I haven't heard from her yet. So, yeah. Yes, they will be providing machines. It is super exciting. I'm submitting my RSVP is pending. All right, Josh. All right, Josh. That would be fun to have you there for sure. We would have a grand
Yes, we
time with
would.
all of us. Could you imagine all of us running around the park? It'd
Oh,
be crazy. Be all over the place. All over the
don't
place.
get me put out on my first time.
Right, right. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Let's see. Marjorie says my son had a wedding during Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot. They met while they were working at Epcot and married at the waterfall behind the Canadian Pavilion. Oh, that's such a beautiful spot. That would be a beautiful spot for a wedding. Oh, I bet the pictures were beautiful. I kind of want to see those. Just gorgeous. That's a gorgeous little spot. Leo has no idea what I'm talking about. But if you've ever
No.
been to the Epcot Pavilion, the Canada Pavilion, that is such a gorgeous spot. Which, by the way, Canada in the Round is narrated by Catherine O'Hara. So I had just heard her voice a few months before her passing. So I'm probably gonna get in there and blubber like a little boy because like it still makes me so sad that she passed away. But yeah. Oh, Josh has never been to Disney World either. So if he ends up coming, it would be a first for him as well. So, lots
Come
of
on,
things,
Josh.
right? Um, so you can also, I got to mention this, you can do pre retreat bookings or post retreat bookings. If you wanted to get in a few days early, you could do that. If you wanted to stay a couple of days late, you could do that. RGE can help you get tickets to the park for those days if you want to do that. RGE is a great travel agency and highly recommend them. So you can make this a full event by having either pre, post, or both, and you know do all the things. So oh my gosh, the ceremony was at 7 a.m. before the parks opened. Oh my gosh, can you imagine that? That is. Hopefully, it wasn't in the middle of summer because that would be like everybody would be sweating out their wazoo. But yeah, so I think I covered everything, at least all the things that I could think of. Leo, did we hit
Well,
it?
and another thing is make sure that you leave room in your luggage because there's no telling what other little goodies will
It's
venture
true.
their way into your suitcase
It's
between
true.
now and then.
Yep, definitely.
So,
You got to have room for those Disney souvenirs. You got to have room for your Aliso. You have to have room for other things that may end up in your bag.
right.
I'm just saying. Just saying. You never know what's going to happen. So we're working on goodie bags and stuff like that, but you just never know what you're going to end up with. I'm pretty sure there'll be door prizes too. Just saying. Just saying. So I think that's it. I think we covered everything. Head to my website to get more information. Scan the QR code or check out the flyer on my website. Either or. I'll hold it one more time because I gotta do the salesman thing. I'm sorry, I've got to do the salesman thing. I hate doing it, but I got to be that car salesman for a moment and let you scan the QR code. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's the QR code. Scan it with your mobile device if you have me on your TV. Or head over to offkiltercrafterian.com/Orlando. I've got 3 trips up on my website right now. We've got Alaska, we've got Orlando, and then we've got Australia. So there's going to be a lot. Catherine says, Leo can be my door prize. Don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be a little awkward,
I want to
especially
see
with
me fit in that
Steven.
suitcase.
Right? Yeah. And Steve, I think you might have to fight Steve and his husband for that whole thing. That would be a little weird. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. Have fun with that, Catherine. All right. Anything else, Leo? Anything else you got?
No, I think we got it all covered.
Cool. Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me for a few minutes to talk about this. I've been wanting to reveal this secret for a little bit. Somebody found this secret, by the way. I posted this up on my website thinking that no one goes to my website. And somebody sent me a message saying, "Hey, what is this? What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, oopsies. Well, so somebody knew a couple of days ahead of time what was going on. You know who you are. I'm watching you." So, anywho, Catherine says they both can come and teach me. All right, I'm not getting into that one. I'm gonna walk away from that one. Not gonna touch that one. So,
But he will be there
yeah,
and he will be in class.
yep, yep. So, and I will be helping to teach Leo's class as well because I've done the Lady Gaga, I've done the portraiture class. I have an idea of what you go through going through it. As a beginner myself, I know kind of where those mistakes are and like what can happen. So it's I will be able to help teach as well, and it's gonna be a great time. So more info to come. We'll have more things. There will be Zooms talking about this. There'll be lots of things in the future. So stay tuned to my social media. Leo's social media. He's going to start posting about this too on his social media as well. There's a video that's going up in a little over 30 minutes on my channel that basically covers everything we just talked about. But there's a little bit of Disney magic in it, so go watch that video. Yeah. So, all right, Leo, I appreciate you jumping on here with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your. He's baking banana bread, and I really want some.
And I've got some in the oven right now that I need to go check on in about 15 minutes.
Well, I think it would take me a little longer than 15 minutes to get there. So,
and I don't know how fast it would get to you if I mailed it to you.
Judging how USPS is working right now, I might get here in 2 weeks. So maybe not. Maybe not. So, all right, Leo, I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the rest of my show. But I think thanks for popping on and checking in, giving everybody the information.
Thanks for having me.
All right, see you soon, Leo. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye bye.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Did you have fun with that? I threw on my news reporter coat real quick. I threw it on because I was like, I've got to pretend to be super breaking news with this. I can still see Leo. It's funny because y'all don't get the behind the scenes, but I can literally see Leo still hanging out. I'm sure he's gonna hang up at any moment now. But it's funny all the behind the scenes things that happen that I get to see that y'all can't. He's making faces at me right now. In fact, hey, that's rude, Mister. Mister, that's rude. You can hang up at any time, Leo. It's fine. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. A big announcement, so much fun. I'm super excited for it, and I cannot wait for next year. Next year is going to be quite the year. I feel like it's going. We've got Australia, and now we have Disney on it. So pretty awesome. All right, I'm back. Had a great retreat. Worked on a whole bunch of things while I was there. Got some things done that that I'm excited about showing off. Another announcement on Friday. I'm super excited because the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Under the Sea is going to be unveiled, and I have the Triton colorway to show off. I did finish sewing my Triton way to color together, my colorway together, and I do have to say that now that I've put it all together, I still don't like it. I still don't like it. But it's not as bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Is it my favorite quilt ever? No, it's not my favorite quilt ever. Do I hate it? No, I don't hate it. Once I put it together, it really kind of helped make it a little bit better and a little more tolerable, and I'm actually pretty okay with it. So yeah, I'm a lot happier with it and whatnot. It's never going to be my favorite quilt that I've ever made, but I do like it. So like is a strong word. I do think it's a good quilt. I think it is a good quilt. So how long did you spend on those graphics? Not long, Jonathan. Trust me, I can put things together pretty quick. Catherine says, I want to do a portrait of my dog, you goof. Yeah, that's the perfect time to work on that type of stuff. So, it's very exciting. I took Leo, Texas Magnolia says, how exciting. I took Leo's portrait class with the Fort Worth Modern Quilt Guild, and he's an excellent teacher. This news is awesome. He is an excellent teacher. He's an amazing teacher. When I was like trying to figure out who I wanted to teach with, his name was at the top of the list, and I thought, how exciting would it be to have like a men's teaching quilting retreat, right? So he's iconic. He is amazing. He's got a freaking quilt in the quilt museum, so he's kind of awesome, and his teaching is superb. You never feel stupid. You never feel dumb. You never feel like you're asking a dumb question. He is amazing. So if you've ever wanted to take a class with Leo, like this is the opportunity to do so, because you're getting 2 of his classes in one shot. So Auntie L says, Triton is my colorway too, and I'm not loving it so far. I hope that I will love it. I think it'll come together a little bit better than you expect. I definitely was surprised by the outcome, and it's not my favorite, but I'm not like wanting to throw it in the trash. So if that says anything to you, I think it'll be good. Did you guess correctly, Catherine? I would have loved to have guessed this time, but there was just so like working on this retreat, working on the Alaska retreat, working on some other side projects that I've got going on. I just didn't have the time to make any guesses, unfortunately. So it's just been too busy for me. So didn't get to guess this time. I'm seeing some guesses popping up over on Cotton Cuts, and I can't wait to see everybody's reaction to it. So it'll be cool. Retreat. So another thing that happened at the retreat is we went to a quilt store that's nearby. I don't remember the name. Does it have the receipt? It does have the receipt in here, so maybe I can read the name off the receipt. Yeah, here it is. It is called Sherry's So What. It is Sherry's So What. It's actually technically in North Carolina. The retreat center that we go to is on the North Carolina Virginia border. So literally you're in North Carolina and then you're back in Virginia and it's like super fast. So, but I did buy a couple of things while I was there that I saw that I really liked, and I am super excited to. Deborah, how many participants will be available for Disney World? 30. We'll have 30 spots open, so we've already got one of those filled, by the way, so now it's 29. You got 29 spots to check out the retreat, so maybe do it sooner rather than later. So, damn, I'm going to Hawaii next April. No Disney for me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate that I just can't like accommodate everybody. That's the sad part about it, is there's always going to be somebody who's not able to like make stuff. So I hate that, but there will be more opportunities. Maybe Disneyland in the future. I don't know. One of the things I got while I was there was Spooky Tales. Can you tell I'm a little more animated today? Spooky Tales, super cute little layer cake that I got there. So I can't wait to do something fun with this. I want to do something that really highlights big print. So, and of course it had to be Halloween. So we're going to work on something with this at some point, not today, but we will work on something with this. By the way, this is Spooky Tales of Wilmington Prince. Oh dear, I'm turning into my parents. Yeah. That's 100% cotton. Cool. So yeah, I got Spooky Tales. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I want to do something that highlights the big prints in it. So maybe something like an X's and O's. I don't know. And then I got these two. I feel like these two work really well to do. We definitely need to do something on the West Coast, says Shelby. Shelby, I'm trying. I had to hit the East Coast because I know a lot of people have been asking for an East Coast event, because we've done, we're doing Alaska and Australia, which are both, towards the West Coast. So I needed to do something East Coast, and I mean, Disney World. How could I not? How could I not? So what did I get? I also got these purple spider webs, which I thought were super cute, and I'm going to pair them with this Halloween haunted house kind of fabric. I'm sure you're going to want the names. So let me see if I can find a selvage that has the name on it. No, I see a whole bunch of color registers. Lisa Jane Smith, Moonlit Manor. It is called Moonlit Manor. So I have this fabric, and then the purple one is Wilmington Prince again. And I think it's from the same line, Moonlit. Yeah, it's from the same line, Moonlit Manor. So I love the purple, Melissa. I think it's going to be a great combination. So these two together, it'd be great to do something like the Hunter Star, or I don't know what, but we'll find something to put these two together. So I think it'll be a good quilt. Just those two prints, I think, will be a really nice quilt. So. Let's see. Karen says, I managed to catch up on my Atlantis colorway. Today I'm catching up on Field of Dreamers. Yesterday got Night Glow, and Dear Diary today is Illusion. I actually worked on both Dear Diary and Night Glow yesterday. I finished Clue 1. I'm really behind. I took them to retreat with me, thinking that I could get them worked on. But unfortunately, I just ran out of time, so I wasn't able to work on that. So I'm slowly working through the clues that I have. I might work on Clue 2 today after I get off the live stream. I'm not sure. Haven't figured that out yet. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up working on. So, something that I did finish at the retreat. Y'all saw me start to work on this one, but I did get it all finished up. I'm going to have to back my chair up and stand up, I think. So we did get it all finished up. So this is the baby quilt that I'm working on. I don't make a lot of baby quilts because they're just, I'm so big that I like big quilts, and I just can't help it that I end up making big quilts all the time. But this is what we ended up coming out with. I am going to be cutting out, you'll notice that the edge has a little bit of extra room on it. I am going to be trimming it down once I quilt it, so that those edges aren't just, you know, kind of floating out there on their own. So I will be working on that, you know, once I get it quilted up and everything. So really fun quilt. I really like how it turned out. It's a good baby quilt, perfect spring colors, I feel like. But I was left with a whole bunch of leftover triangles that I wanted to do something with. So I literally have all the cuts left over from that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start sewing them together, and we're just going to make a pillow. We're going to make a pillowcase for the bed, and we might even make two. I don't know. We've got, you know, what, an hour and 30 minutes ish. So we'll see. I don't know what the common size of a pillowcase is, but I'm just going to sew some together and we'll kind of figure it out from there. So that's what we're going to be working on today. The diamonds lined up good. Thank you, Josh. It was okay. There could have been some, there could have been a little bit better piecing in some places, but it wasn't terrible. So it is what it is, right? The bigger the better. Jonathan, I agree. The bigger the better. What do you think of Tula's new floral wreath? I like it. I'm not like jumping out there to go get some. I think it's cool. And there are definitely some prints that I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. But like, I'm not jonesing to go buy it. I haven't bought any floral wreath yet. So, you know, it is what it is. Katie says, Ian, I have a long arm. That's exciting, Katie. Congratulations. Katie's been working to set up her long arm. Sorry, guys. I'm so excited. My voice is giving away. Let's see here. So the sucky part is that these triangles, I'm going to have to grab my tool off the wall here because I need to trim. The only bad thing about doing triangles is you end up having these weird, like you have to start it 1/4 of an inch inwards because of where it finishes at. So I'm gonna grab my tool here and help me cut off the excess. And I also have this whole mess of, these are like irregular cutoffs from the thing. So I have that pile back there that I can reach down to if I need to. Joining late, but Margot, you missed so much. You missed so much, Margot, let me tell you. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning. Have you seen the Tula's Legend line that comes out in the fall? Yes, there are a couple of prints in that line that I am super excited about. I love the dragons. I love the like unicorns and all of those. I think that's going to be super cute. Cannot wait to get my hands on some of those. But yeah, it's gonna be a good line. I feel like it's gonna be a really good line. So I am trimming away the couple of corner pieces because I want to get this as lined up as best as possible. These are triangles, and if you've ever sewn with triangles before, you know that they can get a little tricky sometimes because you've got to start like 1/4 of an inch in. You can't just start on the edge. So Deborah says, I heard Becca got a 1 yard bundle of the new Tula. I believe you heard correctly. I think she might have been at retreat and jumping into a live stream, and she just might have gotten some floral wreath. So I believe you are correct, and I can't wait to see it in person. Because when you see things in person, that always makes it a little more, ooh, goodness. So I took my machine to retreat with me, and like, this knob right here gets bumped whenever I'm loading and unloading. And so, hey, Banana Joe, good to see you. Um, it got bumped. And so as I'm like sewing, it's, if you forget to readjust it, it will either be too slow or too fast or both or whatever. So, hi, Banana Joe. Good to see you. Glad you're here. You missed the big announcement. You missed the big announcement at the beginning. Lynn says I might have bought a legendary quilt kit. I actually haven't seen the quilt kits for legendary yet. I've just been so busy. I haven't seen it yet. So, looks good. Interesting in a pillowcase construction. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this comes out together. But with that little baby quilt, I feel like this would be a good, like, you know, little thing to include as well. He wants to see it in person to grab the bundle. Right, exactly. I just want to whop, just grab it and run. My iron is still heating up. What was I gonna say? I totally miss. I forgot when. So when I left you last, I told you that the podcast was going to come out this week, and that or 2 weeks ago, I feel like, and then I messed all the timings up on it. It was supposed to come. I thought it was supposed to come out then, and it didn't, and then it came. Whatever. I was right with the schedule. Like the podcast came out when it was supposed to, but I think I told y'all wrong because I was just so excited for retreat and all that kind of stuff. So I also said I was hopefully going to get a video out that to give y'all something on Sunday, and I just didn't. It just didn't happen. I was hoping to maybe like edit the video on the way down to the retreat, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen, to be honest. So I'm gonna try and maybe get a video out while I'm like a week from today. But I just don't know if that's gonna happen. Like there's just so much going on. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if I can get it out. But you know, it may not. It may not. But I would like to get a video out on how I may not. I talked about it last time, like how in the process of making my quilted jacket, but not actually a DIY or tutorial on how I made my jacket. Just like this is what I experienced making my quilted jacket. So we'll see if I can sit down and do it. I will, because next week we won't be live again. I will be off on another adventure, this time to Red Rocks. I will be stopping in at some point at the quilt store that's out there. I forgot the name of the quilt store out in Colorado, or excuse me, out in Denver. I don't remember the name of it, but I will be stopping in at that quilt store just to check in and see what's new with them. So you know, you might see me there. We will see. We're gonna go this way. Yep, we're gonna line that up like that. We're gonna line that one up like that. And then we're gonna sew. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions about the sewing retreat at Disney? We ran through that information really quickly, so if there's any questions, feel free to ask. You can always email me, or Leo, or RG Travels, any of those. Joanne, yeah, says, hi Ian and the chat. I was listening and have a new tablet and couldn't find the chat. I knew you were going to Disney World for the retreat. You were right. You were right. I am going to Disney World. That's been something that I've wanted to do for a while. So I'm super excited that it's actually coming to fruition, and I'm so excited to share one of my favorite places on earth with everybody. I love Disney World, and I'm super excited that I get to share that love of Disney World with everybody. So I really hope that you're able to come. You know, as a content creator and everything, you're always worried about a flop. So I'm really hoping people sign up for it. I think y'all will. I think people will sign up. I think it'll be a blast. I think everybody's going to have a great time. But you just never know, right? Like, you just never know what's going to happen. So, lots more things to plan and a lot more details to come, but wanted to get it out there and start, you know, getting people excited about it. Red Rocks is the best concert venue ever, says Margot. I like going to concerts, and I have been to Red Rocks a couple of times. It's worth traveling for the experience, and it's going to be one of my favorite bands. So, like, seeing one of my favorite bands with one of my best friends at Red Rocks is going to be amazing. So I cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. Oops. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I'm super excited to see my friend again. Less than a year later, I'm back in Denver already. So excited to see him and hang out with him for the weekend and do all the things. So I don't know the standard size of a pillow, especially for like, this is a baby quilt. So like, this is already too big for a baby pillow, but I'm just kind of like, should I just start building downwards? Should I go with this and just start? Because remember, we're going to have to trim off the edges, right? Like, the edges are going to get trimmed off. I think I'm going to go one more because I want to add one over here because we have this nice little raccoon and I don't want to cut the raccoon off, because if I chopped it off right there, that would be bad. So I think I'm going to add another piece onto it, even though it's probably way bigger than it needs to be already. I think I'm going to add on another one just to make sure I don't lose the raccoon. 12 by 12, says the Quilting Doctor, is always useful. All right. I think this is probably like way bigger than 12 by 12, but I'll measure it once I do this really quickly. I have to be careful because it is on bias, so it's like stretching like crazy. Babies don't get pillows, and they aren't small long. Maybe this can be like the mother's gift, right? Like, maybe the baby gets the quilt and then the mom gets the pillow. Maybe that's what it is. Or the dad. We don't discriminate here. All right, so that's a little bit better. Yeah, it might lose the fish. That's okay. I'm not so worried about losing the fish because it's fine. Bass fish on a quilt is weird, unless it's like a men's quilt. I don't know. But again, we don't discriminate here, so who knows? But yeah, so that's the basis. We're gonna cut the edges down, so we'll lose those on either side. But oh, make a nursing pillow. There you go, Yo Patty G. There you go. I like that. Make a nursing pillow. All right, so we got our first row. We're gonna go ahead and start popping in our second row. So I'll throw this off to the side and we'll start grabbing some more. And luckily enough, I can just start by trimming off 2 of the edges. I don't have to like fully go down the row and cut each and every single one. Because as long as I get it started, that's the important part. As long as it's started, I can figure it out once it's started. Trim that right there. Fish on dinner plate is better. I agree, Marco. Fried catfish? Give me some fried catfish. I would be okay with that. Let's see. Pillows are used to prop up baby or a bottle. Or their grown-ups lumbar support. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pillows are important for everyone. They may not be good for baby, but they're good for mommy or daddy. I said that really weird. Mommy or daddy. And then I said it weird again. I don't know why. You can expect lots of this at the retreat. Thank you, the Quilting Ginger says, love your shirt, Ian. I appreciate that. I got this at Disney World, and I felt like it was an appropriate shirt to wear for today's announcement. Felt like it was an appropriate shirt for today's announcement. Don't you agree? Don't you wish your boyfriend was hot like me? Ow! How many of you out there are now laughing? You're welcome. You're welcome. This is what you're going to get if you come on the retreat. You're going to get plenty of this. You will get plenty of this. The Quilted Ginger says, I have 5 pillows on my bed. I have 3. I have 3 pillows on my bed. I had to think about that. I have 3 pillows on my bed, and I also, well, no, I have 4. Technically, I have 4. But my stuffed animal uses one of them. Yes, I have a stuffed animal on my bed. Get over it. It happens. I actually, confession time, I think I've said this on the channel before. I still sleep with a stuffed animal because it helps to support my arms as I'm sleeping. I'm very long and lanky, and like if I don't have a pillow or something between my arms when I'm sleeping, it hurt. Like I hurt. This side starts hurt. I'm a side sleeper, so like it starts to like crunch in and hurt. So I do sleep with a stuffed animal because it does hurt if I don't have a pillow or a stuffed animal helping to support my arm while I'm sleeping. Confession time with Ian. You're welcome. Oh, that just like shredded. And right now my back really needs to pop and it's annoying. Leo's back in the chat. He says, I'm back. And the bread is great. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. It's also exciting for me because Leo is actually going to be teaching here in Virginia in the days leading up to when we need to leave for Disney. So he's actually going to come here after he teaches. He's not going to have a lot of time, but we're going to spend a little time together, and Becca, we're going to hang out with Becca, and we're going to get Leo to Captain Pell's to have actual good crab and not whatever we had at that Louisiana Boyle place that I accidentally gave crabs to Mac at. That sounds so bad. It sounds terrible. It sounds so bad. Let's see. Catherine had to take the bread out of the oven and slice it for an event. Yum. Yummy. Zaza, I will not be throwing crabs at him, but he will get to see the carnivoristic qualities that Becca and I have whenever we start eating crabs and like going hardcore on the crabs. Yeah, it'll be. He's looking forward to it, though. He says in chat he'll be looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And he will get to try the amazing hush puppies that they have there. Because the hush puppies are kind of amazing. They're really yummy. Really, really yummy. All right, we're going to put that there. Because this triangle is a little wider than the others. So I'm going to run it there, and we're just going to pretend that this works. I'll check it once I get it sewn. I'm gonna double check it to make sure that it is actually going to work. Let's see here. Peach. Peach, I don't recognize your username. I don't know if you've been here before. If you have, welcome back. If you haven't, welcome. Glad to have you here. Peach says, I still have my baby pillowcase, and the cut diamonds would have been 17.5 inches by 25. The long side would be wrapped around the pillow, and the short side created an opening for the pillow. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Leo's looking forward to good crabs. I am too. I am really, really, really looking forward to crabs. Bobby, you're right. You didn't give her crabs. You just threw one at her bag. I did. I did throw a crab at her bag. It just sounds funnier to say I gave her crabs. You're welcome. Kathy says, hi, Ian. Disney sounds fun. I'm so excited for it. Kathy, I am so excited for it. I cannot wait. I've been like dying to tell y'all that secret for a while now. I've been wanting to tell y'all. I've been wanting to spill the tea, as the kids say. Layla's here and says, I've been sleeping with an Air Bison app plush for the same reason. It keeps my shoulders from aching. Exactly, Layla. Exactly. Exactly. It keeps your shoulders from hurting because, I don't know, it's just something the way, because I'm a side sleeper. I usually sleep on my right side. At least I go to sleep on my right side. And so, like, it just, like, I don't know, without something there, I just, like, end up all kinds of contorted and in pain the next morning. So, you know, this is what happens when you turn 40, I guess. Because this is what happens. I forgot that these triangles are not the same size, and I'm definitely going to have to do some trimming once I get everything sewn together, but that's okay. It's a pillow, nobody's going to care. Bobby says, but it does sound funny that you gave her crabs. I did. I did throw a crab at her. Getting old ain't easy. Quilting doctor, yeah. Yeah. Leo says, I agree. I love hearing him do that. It's fun. It's funny to say. I mean, Leo witnessed it. So, I mean, he can agree or disagree with me that I gave her crabs. But, you know, there's that. Sounds so terrible. I'm sure Mac is she, if she was listening, which she's not here. She doesn't come to my broadcast. What did I do with the other one? Wouldn't it be funny if she like popped up and it was like, Ian, I'm here. I'm like, oh dear. All right, we are going to, okay, one. Okay, so I need one more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need one more. I don't know why I would flip it around. That's not going to do anything. I need one more on the end. Old age, Debbie says, old age, ain't definitely for sissy. Ain't definitely for sissies. That is so true. Definitely ain't for sissies. That's the right way to say that. This one is very pink and purpley, so let's add a greenish blue. This is really off. Really, really off. Yeah, it's like way off, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna pretend. We're just gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend that it belongs right here. And we're gonna try it. And if we need to rip it, we can rip it. You can rip it. If we need to get the seam ripper out, we will. We will. But yeah, had a great time at the retreat. Enjoyed some like creative sewing time. I feel rejuvenated. I really do. Becca feels rejuvenated, which is great. Okay, that did line up the way I had hoped, so that's good. Becca feels rejuvenated, so that's great. Very excited for that. I definitely sewed that and pressed that the wrong way. Oops. Oh well. Well. Yep, I pressed. Can I flip that around? Nope, that's sewn in. Oh well. Oh well. I sewed it wrong. I pressed the wrong way apparently on like one of the first ones, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, you're working with bias when you do triangles and diamonds and all that, so it does tend to warp a little bit, but you know, it's fine. Can you tell me what an app is, please? I think an alpaca, maybe? Let's see. The quilting, wait. Oh, the quilting ginger. I don't know why I tripped over that. Says, I may have the most mixed up set of pillowcases. Any fabrics I have, only 1 yard, I make a pillowcase. Oh, that's a cool idea. I have a couple of 1 yards that I never know what to do with. Pillowcase might be a great idea for that. Thanks for the tip. So there's the next one. So, let's see. If I line these up, how would I line these up? That's a great question, Ian. How would you line them up? So we go like center to center. And actually, I would need to do it. Do I need to add an extra one? I'm sorry. I'm not even showing you what I'm doing. I'm sitting here thinking about like, what do I need to do to line these up the way I want them to go? Honestly, it probably should have been sewn diagonally again. That's probably how I should have done it. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We're just going to make it up as we go along, right? Like, we're just going to make it up as we go along. So I think I need to sew it this way. So we're just going to see what happens. We're just going to see what happens. So I should line it up. I'm sure somebody out there in the audience is screaming, Ian, you're doing it wrong. And I'm going to be like, I don't care. I'm going to be like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I'm doing it wrong. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it wrong. Let me do it wrong. Okay, we're going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I saw an Italian, they call it differently. Call what it differently? Let's see. Okay, Layla says app is an air bison from Avatar. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Air bison from Avatar. I understand now. I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Because these kids these days, they have all the things. But that makes a lot more sense now. I get it. And it's your quilts, and you only know if it's right or wrong. That is very true. That is very, very true. And we're just gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing. We're just gonna be like, yes, Ian definitely knows what he's doing, and this is why he's gonna make such a great teacher at the Disney sewing retreat. You will be so impressed by his skills and abilities that you will just be like, he is the best teacher ever. And I only want to take classes from him from now on. I couldn't even keep a straight face. I couldn't keep a straight face saying that. Oh my gosh, I'm so, like, it makes me sound so conceited. I promise I'm not. I promise I'm not. But we're gonna have a great time. We are gonna have a great time at the retreat. I think you will. There are gonna be plenty of laughs. There's gonna be plenty of falling, for me. It's gonna happen. Within 5 minutes of getting to the retreat, by the way, definitely fell. Maybe it wasn't 5 minutes. Becca, it was shorter than 5 minutes, but or it was longer than 5 minutes. Not shorter, but longer than 5 minutes. It was longer than 5 minutes, but I definitely fell shortly after getting to the retreat center. It happened. Definitely happened. Definitely happened. Oops. Oops the doopses. Okay, so this one is like, it must have stretched out because it is super long. I should have put it on the bottom because, you know, everyone tells you, oh, if you put the longer side on the feed dogs, it helps to work it in. I have never experimented to see if that actually does work or not. Everyone tells me it does. Everyone's like, yes, Ian, it definitely does help. And I have no proof. So I'm sure it does help, but I have no proof. We have a great Pyrenees dog named Appa in our house. Nice, nice, Catherine. That's awesome. When is the retreat? Oh, that's a good question, Zaza. So, Zaza, the sewing retreat at Disney World is March 9th through the 13th, I think. Here's the QR code. Scan the QR code. Head over to the website. Scan. Oh, my finger's in the way. Hold on. Scan the QR code. Head over there. I believe it's March 9th through 13th. So head over to the website, over to my website, and get all the information that you need over there. All right, there you go. There you go. Also, by the way, guys, I bought this. This has been sitting over. I bought some zipper pulls, and I needed a little bit more in my cart to get the free shipping. So I had like, thank you, Leo, appreciate you. March 9th through the 13th, 2027. So there you go. Anywho, so I bought this fabric. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to make tumblers with it. I've never made a tumbler, but I was like, ooh, I like the fabric, so I thought this piece would be a little bit bigger, to be honest. It had the dimensions, but for some reason my brain wasn't computing how big or small that was. So it's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, and I don't know what to do with it, especially because it's stretchy. It's really, really stretchy. So I don't know what to do with it. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But I like the fabric a lot. I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to use it. So maybe I can make a really small Hemingway pouch with it. I don't know. I don't know. It's really stretchy though. Banana Joe, Ian Ian. That is because the foot pulls the fabric the opposite of the feed dogs, so it evens out. With the I have dual feed on my machine too, so my brain was not braining. You are correct. You are correct. Zaza says wallet. Maybe you could do a wallet with this. Do you think? I don't know. It's just so stretchy. I don't know how to like use it. I haven't seen this before. This is like specialty printed fabric. So I don't even remember what store I bought it from, but this is all they had. Like if I could have gotten a yard of it, I probably would have, but then again, it's also stretchy, so I'd have to EPP stabilize it. Oh, they could do. I don't like EPP, but I would need to stabilize the fabric, so I need some like SF 101. Could probably put some SF 101 on it to stabilize it. There is that. There is that. Okay, so yeah, exactly. Y'all are putting that in fanny bag. Zaza, that is an inappropriate word in your country. We're not supposed to say fanny pack. We are supposed to say bum bag. I learned that when I went to England the first time in 2003. It's a bum bag, not a fanny pack. The chat has spoken. So true. All right, let me press this really quick. And then we will I'll show you what I got so far, and then we'll continue on. It's gonna be, it is big. It is big at the moment, so I'm gonna press my seams, my middle seam open to help a little bit with the bulk, because you could easily, like if you pressed it to one side, you would get bulk like crazy. So I'm gonna press it open to make sure that when I go to quilt it, it doesn't go all over the place. There we go. By the way, I did enter. The show's closed, unfortunately, but I did enter the Three Rivers Quilt Show, and unfortunately, I didn't win a ribbon. I was bummed. I mean, I am bummed about that. But the lovely ladies there did send me some pictures of the show, and oh my gosh, the talent there is insane. Like, whew, I'm like, okay, I can see why my two quilts didn't ribbon. So in Scotland, it's an insult. You fanny. Very true. Very, very true. All right, so this is what I got so far. It looks cool. It's a little misaligned, but who cares? It's not. It's a pillow. Who freaking cares? But that's what we got so far. I like what this is looking like. I'm gonna keep adding. I'm gonna make what, 2 more rows. I'm going to make another set of rows, and we'll go from there. Ya fanny? Zaza put it in my head. Blame Zaza. You're welcome. You're welcome. Also, while I was at retreat, well, actually, no, while I was at the retreat, Lady Gaga threw out a single in coordination with, it also features, shoot, I can't remember their name, but there was another artist that they feature on that track. It's for The Devil Wears Prada 2, which, by the way, why didn't they name it The Devil Still Wears Prada? I think that would make a much better title than The Devil Wears Prada 2. The Devil Still Wears Prada, right? Like, okay, I'm glad we're in agreement on that. Yeah, so Lady Gaga put out a single with, who is it? Dolce? Is that her name? I don't know if that's her name or not. My bad. But yeah. Once it's quilted, it'll disappear. So true, Zaza. So true. That will all disappear, and nobody will be none the wiser that was a mistake. Gator mask for plane? Mary? Gator mask for plane? I will be wearing a mask, by the way, when I fly out to Denver. I always, like, you're going through an airport and there's like a lot of germs floating around with people, so we'll be wearing a mask in the airport. Have you entered? No, I haven't, Catherine, because I've gotta quilt it first. I've got to quilt it first. That's what has to happen first. And then once I quilt it, then I'll be able to enter it in things. Although I won't be able to enter it into competitions that have like cash prizes because that's copyright. So I will be writing to Gaga's people, saying like, hey, I would love permission to display this quilt in quilt competitions and actually compete. But, they may never write back to me. But you never know until you ask. Like, right? Like, you gotta ask. So I will ask. I will see if they will give me permission. Probably will never hear back from them, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Oh, a gator. Oh, I see, Mary. Oh, I understand. A gator for the plane. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Banana Joe. That makes sense. I get it now. I understand. That's a good idea, actually. I hadn't thought about that. Y'all are so full of good ideas. Anywho, so yeah, Lady Gaga put out that single, and there's been a remix that's come out of it that I have been listening to almost nonstop because I love it. I don't think Lady Gaga is featured enough in that track, but this one, the remix, boosts her participation in that single, so I've been listening to it nonstop. Long time ago, Lady Gaga put out a perfume called Fame. She put out a perfume called Fame. I actually got it for my mom. I bought that perfume for my mom. I think for a Christmas one year. I can't remember which one, but whatever year it came out. My mom collects perfume like nobody's business. Like I kid you not, mom has probably 100 different perfumes, maybe more. Some of them are only like little vials. They're tiny. They're not going to be huge. But she collects perfume like crazy, and so I ended up buying her the Lady Gaga perfume, and I got the bottle engraved. With a personalized message. Needs to go fold that way, so I need to go this way. So I bought her the Fame perfume. It was a unique perfume because the liquid in the bottle was black, but when you sprayed it, it had no color. Lady Gaga always likes to do things crazy, and so she made this black perfume, but it sprays out clear. And when I smelled it, I liked the smell, but I honestly felt like it was too feminine for me, right? Like I felt like it was a little too feminine, so I didn't do anything with it. And I had a little tester vial of it, like the one that gives you like 2 or 3 sprays and then that's it. But I don't know what happened. I was actually looking for it the other day because I was like, I really wonder what I think I remember what it smells like, but I would really like to smell it again. Um, and I couldn't find it, so I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy a bottle of it and like have it. Maybe if I never wear it anywhere, that's fine, but at least I'll have it and love it and blah blah blah. But those bottles, they don't make it anymore. Over $200. Over $200. Holy cannoli. No, thank you. I'm not gonna spend $200 on a bottle of perfume that I may like not like and never wear, and no. So as I was doing the internet, oh Margot, thank you so much. I gotta give you a horn. Margot, thank you so much for your super chat. I greatly appreciate you. Hearts to you, Margot. Love it. Let's see. It's not gonna do it now. Cool, love that. I was gonna give you hand hearts, but it didn't work. Quilting Ginger, do you have your PMQ ready for Friday? Yes, I do have it ready for Friday. I actually talked about that after we talked about Disney. Yes, I do have it ready, and I don't hate it as much as I thought I was. It's not my favorite quilt ever, but it's like I'm okay with it now. So you'll see me on Friday. I'm sure Kim will be asking me about that. So, Banana Joe, you are correct. The perfume changes from person to person because of our natural odor. That is very true. Jackie says we live 2 hours from Disney World and we've never gone. This would be a great opportunity for you to go to Disney World, and you would just have to drive in. So that sounds like a perfect opportunity for you, Jackie. Jackie, I'm looking at you. Anywho, back to the perfume. I just inhaled cough. I'm so sorry I didn't mute. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just like coughed in everybody's ear. Woo! All right. I'm okay. Sorry everyone. I just like inhaled coffee. It went down the wrong way and it was a lot. Excuse me. Deborah is asking, was that PMQ picked for you? Yes, it was picked for me. Um, yeah, Kim does know that I'm not like a super fan of that colorway. She's been asking how I felt, like how I feel about that. Paula's been asking too. She's been asking like, how have you been handling it? So Paula, I kid you not, in an email I quote, "You've been a good sport about it." So she knows that I haven't been the biggest fan of that colorway, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I thought it was going to be really bad, but it's not. It's not. I can tolerate it. It's okay. We have to give you a nickname. What's my nickname? I'm scared to ask. um. Uh. Yeah. So, anywho, perfume. Lady Gaga. There's a company that, getting back to this story 20 minutes later, there's a company that makes a dupe of Lady Gaga's fame, and everybody online says it's an exact match. Like, you can't tell the difference between the two, right? Um, so I bought it because it was only like $30 instead of 200. So I was like, well, worst case scenario, I am losing out on $30 and I never wear it, or I give it to somebody and, like, whatever. At least I did finish it. You're right. You're right, Catherine. I did finish it. So, oh, what just happened? I don't know what happened, everyone. Did all of my cameras just quit? Hold on. Nope, that camera just decided to go kaput. So, all right. Well, we'll come over to this. Hi, everyone. Hi, how are you? So yeah, so I bought the perfume, and I like it a lot, actually. I definitely. Something just happened. I don't know what's happening. My camera, so I use an iPhone for my face camera. I use an old iPhone that I had, and it's doing something. I'm gonna check it here in a second, but I want to finish the story before we continue on. So yeah, I sprayed it on, and I actually really love it. I actually really love it, and it's feminine, but it's also got some like spice in it, so it's kind of gender neutral, I feel like. But even if it was feminine, I don't care. I don't care. I like it. It makes me happy, and that's all that matters. Jonathan and I talked about it. I sent him a text message and talked about this with him, and he was like, "You wear it. You wear it whatever you want. If it makes you happy, who cares?" And I did. I wore it just for me. I sprayed it on. I wasn't going anywhere, and I sprayed it on because I just wanted to. So, there you go. This is really awkward. I feel very awkward at this angle. This is kind of hurting a little bit. So let me figure out what's going on with the cameras. Hold on just a second. I'm going to step away for just 2 seconds. I'll be right back. We're back. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure my phone just updated. Again, this is an old iPhone that I use for my face camera because it looks so good. The iPhone camera is just outrageously good. So, we're back, apparently. I just had to type my password into my phone because I'm pretty sure it rebooted. I think it was installing updates and apparently just couldn't wait for me to finish the live stream today. What a fail. What a fail. Donna, I see you just sent me something. I'll have to check it out. She just sent me something on eBay. It looks like she sent me the Fame perfume on a Bay of E website. It's weird because on TikTok you can't talk about other platforms, so you have to word things weird, like the Tube of You, the Book of Faces, the Bay of E. Yeah, I'll check that out after the live stream. Let's see. I am missing so many comments. I am so sorry that I have missed a million things. Exactly, you do you. Exactly. Exactly. I'm reading through the comments that I missed while everything was happening. I have a bottle of I don't know how to say that because I'm dyslexic, and I have had it for over 10 years and it's only half used. Mom has only used like 1/3. No, one fourth. 1/4. She said she has 3/4 left. I asked her actually when I told her about it, and I was like, hey, do you still have yours? And she's like, yeah, I still have about 3/4 left. So, um, okay, so Deborah, you are correct. Deborah says in the chat, she says, Ian, Lady Gaga's Fame perfume came out in 2012, and they say it was unisex fragrance, which is true. I definitely agree with that. It is heavy in florals. There's definitely a heavy floral to it, but by the same token, there's also a very heavy spice to it. So it's like floral spicy. Is that like neural spicy? I don't know. It's like floral spicy, and it smells good. I love it. I freaking love it. So, I love my husband's Lagerfield cologne. Did I say that right? Largerfield cologne. I wear it all the time. See, that's so. There's actually a cologne that I have. I love the smell of it. And honestly, I would love to spray it on my partner because I would jump his bones if he was wearing it. It smells so good, and I like. Yes. Did I just really say that on live stream? Yes, Ian, you did just say that on live stream. So I like it more for the other person because I don't. Anyways, moving on. What's that on your face? It's a beard. It's a beard. It grew a little bit. Oh no! MX Domestics cameras kept futzing up. Apparently mine are doing it too. So, let's see. Jonathan says, I'm here to tell anyone that they can wear and be whatever makes them happy. Exactly. Exactly. Exclamation point. Yeah, I was, like I said, when I got it, I was like, you know what? I don't care if nobody else smells it. I enjoy it for me, and that's all that matters, right? Like, that's all that matters. So, there's that. There is that. Don't forget, everybody, I won't be live next Sunday. Just a reminder, I won't be live next Sunday. Becca will be live on Friday. She was live this past Friday, and I'll be live, and she'll be live again this Friday. But I won't be because I'm gonna be out of town. Am I dating someone now? No. No, I'm not. I am not dating anyone. I wish I was. It's fine. It's fine. Katie says, back in the day, I used to wear Dakar, and I would spray it on the pillowcase. I'm tempted to do that. I'm just tempted to, like, some nights, I'm not even kidding you. Some nights I'm tempted to, like, go into the bedroom and take that bottle of the dupe Lady Gaga and just, like, spray it across the bed and just be like, so nice. What? Laura says, if you read actual books, you could lightly spray it on an actual book. I don't read actual books. That's not true. I do, but I don't hardly read an actual book because e-readers give me the dyslexic font, and if I increase fonts, it makes it so much easier for me to actually read. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, those are the ingredients. Donna put in the chat the notes from the Lady Gaga Fame. So you've got like I don't know how to say that. Belladonna, Tiger Orchard, incense, apricot, saffron, and honey. Kathy says, you are human, Ian. Well, I don't think I'm an alien. At least I don't think yet. this live stream has gone sideways real fast. We've gone off the rails with the Disney retreat. We've gone off the rails with Perfume and Lady Gaga, and I'm all over the place. Laura says paper holds the smell longer than fabrics, which is interesting too because I definitely sprayed it on a sweatshirt that I had that I was wearing. I sprayed it onto my sweatshirt, and I can still, it's changed. The smell has changed because it's probably mixed with like my natural smell, and it's changed, but I can still smell a hint of it on there. And actually, while Leo and I were getting set up today, I was like smelling myself, and he's like, "Why are you smelling yourself?" And I'm like, I smell the perfume on me, and I think it transferred onto my hands a little bit, but it smells different. Am I doing the SNL? Josh says, a long time ago when I wore fragrances, Man by Jimmy Choo was the one. I haven't smelled that one, so. Let's see. Jonathan says, unfortunately, scents give me headaches. I have to be careful because I have accidentally given myself a migraine when I went cologne shopping many years ago. When I went cologne shopping, I did give myself a migraine the next day because I smelled so many different colognes, and apparently it overstimulated my brain. And so the next day I triggered a migraine, which I don't get migraines that often. I can count on one hand the number of migraines I've had. So that's kind of bad. But yeah, I definitely triggered a migraine accidentally by smelling too many colognes. So. Nikki says, funny you mention aliens. I'm watching Signs on TV as I watch you on the laptop. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. We've just gone completely off the rails today, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. This is what you get when you come to the live stream. I really need to get some like pre-recorded videos out there because that's going to boost my channel. And I just don't, because not everybody likes a 2-hour live stream. And I really, especially on replay, I don't watch other people's replays. I just don't. I don't have time for it, and I just don't. Becca knows this. She's fine with it. Tiffany knows this. Everybody's fine with it. We all have really busy lives going on, so like nobody's upset. But I really need to get some like static videos and evergreen videos out there that can actually boost my channel instead of I really want to grow. I want to grow my channel, and I just can't. It just doesn't want to grow. And I know it's because I'm only doing live streams. I really need to do recorded videos. And Becca's flying off the charts with her 60,000 subscribers. No shade, no hate to her. Super excited for her, actually. She's going to get that plaque in no time. There's a website that you can go to that you can figure out, like, if you were staying on the current trajectory, how long will it be before you hit 100,000 subscribers? I will get mine in 2030. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No shade to Becca at all. I truly mean that. I'm super ecstatic for her, and I can't wait for her to hit that milestone. I will be, like, celebrating with her. I'll get her a cake. It'll be a whole thing. It will be a whole thing. But, it's one of these days. I'm sorry, Banana Joe. I don't know what you said. I apologize. But he didn't see it, Math Geek. I'm sorry. Let's see. Did you know that after 3 cents, you cannot tell the difference from one to the other? I believe that. And that's why, like, people use coffee to like cleanse the palate and stuff. Sorry if I missed any of your other comments. I do apologize. So much going on in the chat, so much coming out. Only a cake. I mean, I will, like, she'll have the plaque, so like I don't know what else I can do to top that. So probably just a cake, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm full of surprises. You never know what I'll do. I appreciate it, Bobby. At some point, I will hit 100,000. It just might be 2092. Let's see. My two colognes were Perrier Cedric and Polo Green. Excuse me. Ian, what? This is from Lowingly. Ian, what would you consider doing a video on making one of your button-down shirts? The pattern and tools you use. Once I actually put a shirt together, sure, absolutely, I would do a tips and tricks video. I wouldn't. I guess I could. I always try to think about copyright and making sure like I'm not infringing on copyright and stuff like that. So the pattern I have is, what pattern is that? It's the McCall's pattern. Jonathan's offered to do a shirt for me, by the way. Jonathan is a garment sewer and he knows way more than I do. I do want to make my own shirt. Don't get me wrong. I do want to do it myself. But I kid you not, there's probably 10 different fabrics in that bin up there that I just looked at that I want to have into a shirt. So I might just send him some of them, just so that I can like lighten my load a little bit and be like, Jonathan, he's offered. I'm not like shoving work onto him. He literally wrote a note to me and was like, hey, I would be willing to do that. So might take him up on his offer. We'll just kind of see. But there's some Tula fabrics that I would love to have a button short sleeve shirt done. So we'll see. You will jump out of the cake. That's funny. That's favorite. Shelby says one of my favorite fragrances was from the Body Shop. It was called. Why are names so hard? I've considered buying a clone. Enya. A-N-A-N-A-N-Y-A. Enya. I guess that's how you say that. Pat Strawhouse, are you here? No, Pat. It's a different Pat. Pat. I thought Pat Strawhouse was here. Okay, so that takes care of that row. I got one more row to put together, and then I can sew all of them together, and it'll be one big happy family. Let's do... I don't know why I like the bass fish so much, but I do. I love the bass fish because they are just adorable. How did Tula make bass fish adorable? I don't know. Karen says Clue 2 of Field of Dreams is a really long one. Thankfully, Clue 3 is a short one. I looked at Clue 2 yesterday. I was actually working on Clue 1. And I was like, oh, let's get started on Clue 2. And then I looked at how intricate 2 was. And so I said, no, I'm done. I'm done for today. I really wanted to get some more done, but Clue 2 was just going to be ridiculous. So I said, no, I'm done. I'm done for today, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh my gosh, Ian, your new nickname for Giovanna is Sweetie Pie. Oh, yeah, is Sweetie Pie. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Banana Joe. Sweetie Pie. Well, I appreciate that. I try my darndest. Try my darndest. Let's see. Y'all are talking. I'm going to date myself. Says Auntie L. She says, I used to wear Love's Baby Soft. Love's Baby Soft. Are we talking like Love's the gas station? Because that seems weird to me. That's the only thing that I can think of when I hear Love's is the gas station. It is a sweet. Well, thank you, Zaza. I appreciate you. I'll send you the check in the mail. It'll take a hot minute to get there through the postal service. Banana Joe, your check's in the mail too. No, before your time. Okay, got it. No, not the gas station. That's all I know. That's all I know. Flying J. Does anybody remember Flying J's? I remember Flying J's. We used to drive out to Fort Davis every single year when we would go out to the Texas Star Party. Look that up online, guys. You'll probably find me somewhere. My dad was actually a founding member of the Texas Star Party. So, anywho, we used to go out to Fort Davis, and that was a 8-hour drive from Dallas Fort Worth. And there were Flying J's, there were Loves, there was Dairy Queens. Can't forget the Dairy Queens. There were a whole bunch of Dairy Queens along the way. We'd usually get lunch at Dairy Queen. Katie says, I remember Lowe's Baby Soft. I think they still make it. Zaza says, Ian, I got Becca a Bucky. Oh, I got to visit a Bucky's when I was over in the U.S. in February. What'd you think of it? Did you like it? Was it crazy? Did it blow your mind? Which way does this need to go? Goes this way. Yeah. Did it blow your mind? Because I know they don't have anything like that in Scotland. That's for sure. No, they don't have anything. Let's see. There's still Flying J's out there. There are indeed. Banana Joe says, chatting with you is payment enough, sweetie pie. That's funny. Texas stop sign. Exactly, Layla. Layla lived in Texas. She knows. She knows. She knows. I'm adding a lot of... I've used this blue a lot, but I'm trying to offset the purples and the pinks, so I'm going to use it a lot, and it's going to be fine. But yeah, Layla knows the Texas stop sign. I can't remember, Layla. Did you ever go out to the Texas State Fair? Because if I remember, you were down in, like, Houston, I feel like. Or was it Austin? Did you ever make it to the State Fair? I probably asked you. I feel like I asked you this before. And I think you said no. There were still pilot Flying J's in Tennessee when I was in college. Zaza says, oh my God, it did blow my mind. Biggest petrol station I've ever seen. We have motorway service stations, but not the same. No, they are not the same. Not the same at all. Very different. Very, very different. But Zaza, y'all have better public transportation, especially getting, like, for me to get... So when I went to England and Scotland the last time, I took the train. I literally took the train from... I'm going to come back to me so you can see me. I literally took the train from London. I went from London up to Edinburgh. And then there's a train that takes you over to Glasgow. And then I took the train from Glasgow back down to London. It was a big triangle that I did. And you know what's stupid is it's hard to find train tickets over here in America. I had to get my hosts over in Scotland to point me to the website to buy train tickets. Now, this was back 2016, so it's been a hot minute. Maybe things are different now. But, like, it was super hard for me to find the website to actually buy the tickets. I don't know why. It was weird. It was weird. Let's see. No, we used to go to the Travis County Livestock Show and Rodeo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. State Fair of Texas, though, if you've never been, like, that is... I've said this before. When I went to the Virginia State Fair, I was like, where's the fair? This is okay. This is cute, but where's the actual fair? I'm used to everything being bigger in Texas. Ah! Just through the triangle. Fair enough, Margot. Margot says my grandmother wore Charlie, I think that's Charlie, and smoked 3 packs per day. I remember her particular scent very well. Haha. Maybe that's why I have never smoked or even desired to try. I have also never smoked, nor have I had the desire to try. Um, I it just grosses me out. It's ugh. I had an ex that smoked. Ugh, so gross. So gross. Every now and again, I'll get a whiff. Like if I'm passing somebody who's smoking, um, I'll get a whiff of it, and like its scents are so powerful, they take you back to those places and times, and like I'll get that whiff, and I'm like, ooh. Quilting Ginger says if I was not going to Quilt Fest in November, I'd be going to Texas State Fair maybe next year. Yeah, like if you've never been to the Texas State Fair, you got to add that to your bucket list at least once, because I think it is the largest state fair in the entire country. But like you think your fair is a big one? Yeah. Okay, that's cute. Going to the State Fair of Texas, holy cow. Holy cow. You ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for it. Ew. Margot says she had me clean her ashtrays and I just hated it. But I loved her, so I did it anyways. Ugh, gross. Sorry. So, oh my gosh. I'm out of coffee. So if you see here, I have the blues very close to each other, and I was gonna sew these 2 rows together, but I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna sew one on top and one below. That way, they won't be so close to each other. It's still gonna be a lot of that blue in there, but it's not gonna be as much like right next to each other. So that'll be better. Yeah, I don't want to do it that way, because if I do it that way, it will be right next to that one, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, we have to do it that way. That's fine. It's fine. This is all fine. This is not pressed. What is going on? It's coming up. My pressing job undid itself, so I gotta fix that real quick. We're almost at time, so I think we'll finish this right on time, I feel like. Back in grade school, says Quilting Ginger, we got free tickets. My mom would drop me off and my friends off and pick us up at the end of the day. Because you can easily spend hours out there. Like a whole day can be gone like nobody's business. It's so big. There's so much happening. Like people think their state fair is big, and then they go to State Fair Texas and they're like, "Oh, I had no idea." It's like, yeah, it's a lot. Margot says, when I lived in Washington, I had a fantastic fair. I lived close enough to walk to the fairgrounds. They always had a lovely quilts. I've not been to State Fair in North Carolina yet. I do like when it's state fair season. I do enjoy seeing the state fairs pop up on social media. And seeing how they display their quilts at their state fairs, because all the fairs display their quilts a little bit differently. And it's always interesting to see how they display them. Texas is so big, almost 3 UKs can fit in it. I don't doubt that. I don't know if that's true, but it sure feels correct, right? I'm like, it sounds about right. Sounds about right. I've got to do a little bit of a maneuver here because my fabric on top is a little bit bigger than the fabric on bottom, so I'm having to kind of predict where that fabric is, and I don't know if I did it right, but we'll find out. Chris says, hi everyone, I've been lurking. I've been working on some Lori Holt picture books. Oh my god, they are addicting. Well, I'm glad you popped into chat. Hope you've been enjoying the conversation today. North Carolina, this is from Josh. He says, North Carolina State Fair is great. It's a lot of activities and events, good concerts, and usually a great time. Math Geek says she hasn't been to the pull-up, I hope I said that right, fair for years, even though she lives in Kirkland. Does PA even have a state fair? Yes, Jonathan, they do. Every state, I do believe, has a state fair, if I remember correctly. So, yes, I'm sure they do. Wait a minute. No, that's the right number. I was like, wait, am I missing one? No, it is the correct number. Why is it not matching up? That's weird. I could have sworn these matched up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is the same. Why are they not matching up? Did I do something different on this one? I could have sworn. What? What am I doing wrong? Literally. My brain is not braining. Did I do something wrong? I feel like I did, but that's not right, because if I flip that open, that's going to be far over that side. What happens if I go to the bottom? Let's go to the bottom and see what happens. Well, that doesn't match up either. What am I doing wrong? I could have sworn the other ones matched up. Yeah, that matched up. Yeah, that matched up. What am I doing wrong? This is weird. This is really weird. I don't understand. we're just gonna pretend. Okay, we're just gonna pretend. We're just gonna pretend that. What? Huh? Is this where it's supposed to go? I guess it's supposed to go right here. Okay, well, sure. Why not? Why not? Let's flip this around and see if... Okay, so if I lock it... Oh, okay. Okay, okay. All right. Okay. I figured it out. I don't understand. My brain was not braining. I need more coffee, apparently. Apparently, I need more coffee. Because the brain was like, no, Ian, that's not how that works. What? Jonathan says, actually, I just looked it up. I was right. Pennsylvania does not have an official state fair. What? I could have sworn every single state has a state fair. I was wrong. Jonathan has proven me wrong. What in the world? I had no idea. I was like, surely every state has a state fair. I thought that was the case. Apparently Jonathan says I was incorrect. What? Maybe incorrect? How could you? Ooh. Palapi is one of the names of the Washingtonians used to see. Wait, what? I can't read. Is one of the city names Washingtonians use to see if you've lived here? Oh, I see. Okay, I got it now. I got it. Yeah, definitely never lived there. So, yeah. You found that out real quick. It's like a test. Are you really a Washingtonian? No, I am not. I am stretching this fabric out like crazy. Pull wall up. Okay, Melissa says it is pull wall up. Pull wall up. There you go. Ian, do you miss Texas, or is the East Coast more your jam? So I'm really happy here on the East Coast. I miss Texas because I miss my friends. I miss my friends. I miss the highway speeds. Going 80 miles an hour on a highway, I miss it because most of the highways here are like 50. And I'm like, what is happening? I'm used to going 80. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I definitely like it here. I definitely like it here. Again, it's not going to be my forever home. I won't be living here the rest of my life. But I am very happy here. I'm going to be here for a few more years, for sure. I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon. I will be here for a while. But at some point I will, find my next home, wherever that is going to be at. So, who knows? I feel like maybe the Pacific Northwest might end up being it, but I don't know. I just don't know. I'm letting life kind of just take me where I'm supposed to go. That worked with my move here. I may end up in Denver after all. I was supposed to move to Denver, and then life was like, nah, I think you want to go this way. And I was like, but I was supposed to go this way, and life was like, yeah, well, try going this way. I may still end up in Denver. I don't know. I do have friends there. I do want to move someplace that I have friends because I don't know how I could have made this transition here without friends, right? Like having Becca here has been, I don't think I could have done it without knowing somebody, right? It's been really hard making new friends here. I mean, I've met Layla, which is awesome, and I do have a couple of friends that I've met here so far. But it's hard. I only have a handful, and I would, I'm used to having a very kind of large social circle, and so it's been a little different not having that large social circle here. Try saying that 5 times fast. Social circle. So, I mean, overall, though, I love it here. I'm having a great time. Not planning to go anywhere anytime soon. But, keeping an eye on the future and what all that may bring. Will not be moving back to Texas, at least from what I expect. I don't see myself moving back to Texas anytime soon. Probably will never live in Texas again. Never gonna say never, never say never. But more than likely, I will not be back in Texas again. Oh, I put 2 fabrics right next to each other. Dang it. Oh well. Oh well. It happens. I thought I was so careful. I was like, yeah, oh well. It's fine. No one cares. No one's gonna care. Oh, and I definitely put the 2 fabrics on top of each other too, like hourglass shapes. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. All right. So here's what we got for the pillow. It looks a little rectangular, which I was not intending for. It meant for it to be square, but it's turning out more rectangle. It looks kind of, yeah. I'll have to like go in and square it up And actually I need another one up here to, yeah. My plan didn't work out so great. Oops. Anywho, it's fine. I will still get a pillow out of it. I just might have to add a little extra up here. Because if you notice, like, yeah, it might need a little work. It might need a little work, but that's okay. Josh says, literally understand. Adult friendships are hard to make, and most of my close friends are all long distance. Most of my friends are long distance. That's why I'm so excited that I get to teach with Leo, because I enjoy getting to hang out with him. So getting to hang out with him at Disney is going to be great. It's going to be great. You have one by the Blues. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I have similar shapes there. Oh, well. Who cares? It's fine. Margot says, my niece lives in Portland? I don't know. Is that? Oh, no, Portland. Excuse me. Portland. And she loves it. She's active in the LGBTQ community support groups for teens and does amazing work there. That's awesome, Margot. I love that. I love that a lot. Friends, what are those? Jonathan, excuse me. Jonathan, you're getting me all flustered, Jonathan. Jeez. It will work. Bobby says it will work. It will work. I probably will have to add. I'll have to do some tweaking to it, because yeah, a little bit of tweaking is gonna need to happen. I'll probably have to add a little, like, triangle on either side. It's fine. I'll figure that out another day. We've been on for 2 hours, so I'm gonna finish it out here. Guys, go check out I'm gonna show it one more time. Scan the QR code for, is that the right way up or is it this way? I don't even remember which way it goes. Try scanning it like that and see what happens, and I'll flip it around here in a second. You can always try it like that. I don't know which one works. Go head over to my website, offkiltercrafterian.com/Orlando. Go check out the retreat and all the information about that. Sign up sooner rather than later. I'm hoping it will sell out pretty soon. Like, I'm hoping it sells out faster. We wanted to do a land-based retreat because I heard your voices and you wanted a land-based retreat, so wanted to give this opportunity to you. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be fun. So check that out. I will not be live next week. Maybe might have a video up on Sunday. We'll see how the week goes. Check me out Friday. Don't forget, head over to the Cotton Cuts YouTube channel right now. Go ahead and click the button to get notified when they go live for the Puzzle Mystery Quilt reveal. You definitely will not want to miss that. It's going to be a blast. I already have my costume. It's ready to go, and there may be a costume change that happens during that one, so you're not going to want to miss that. Head over there, go check out, click the notification bell so that way you get notified when they go live at 2 p.m. Eastern. They're going to go live 2 p.m. Eastern on Friday to do the reveal of Under the Sea. It's going to be a great time. I've been waiting for this reveal for months, so can't wait to see you there. I hope everybody has a great day. I love each and every one of you, and remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. I will see you in 2 weeks. If I don't, well, I'll technically see you Friday. I'll see you all Friday. But then after that, I will see you in 2 weeks from today. So, all right. Bye, everyone.